Okay, we're live. Waiting for other people to show up because, well, prior to right now, nobody even knew this was happening. So, wait for a few people to show up. I don't know if I can go back over into the other chat and leave a link over there. Well, there's Mac. So at least I know it's showing up in the public. I got a roll here I kind of wanted to go through. It's a roll I got from a dealer friend that it's a mixed roll of BU wheats. It's just a mixed roll of BU wheats. And so I'm going to go through this roll just to see what we end up with. I'm going to do this roll dig style. Roll dig style means I pour them out on my stick, run my stick under the microscope, so it's going to take a lot less time unless we start finding a bunch of dye varieties. But it should probably take less time. Let's see here. So what I'm doing is I'm laying out 25 coins together on my stickaroo here. Half a roll. And then we'll go through that half a roll all together under the microscope, which I will also have to get set up. And we do that like this. It's all set up. Now here's the first coin, 1948D. See the pointed top of the 4, how it's so pointed, rounded off but pointed. Remember the 49, how the 49 is so squared off at the top. That's why that 1949S DDO is so interesting, because it's the 49-4 over the 48-4. Hey, JC Will, Sissy. No, Bob. 306 and 307. We actually did them earlier in the afternoon. So yeah, I guess they were rescheduled for earlier. My scheduling times for my RPM or for my roll reveals are not always right on, because sometimes I have to schedule them earlier because I have time to do them and didn't realize I would, and then other times I have to schedule them for later because, well, sometimes I get to where I'm not feeling well and I just can't function. And so I have to go lay down. And so, unfortunately, my timing cannot be perfect all the time. I wish it could be. I wish I were healthier, actually. But only you can prevent forest fires. That's right. Only you. So we're just kind of looking for double dice here. See if we find anything that looks extra thick, looks really weird, curved, different, or whatever you might want to call it. And as we go through this, I'm kind of trying to look for, doubled eyelids. I'm looking for RPMs. Looking for anything outside of the ordinary. That's the ball serif style mint mark. That's actually scarce in 1946. At 45, they're kind of common. You just reset your notification button. Good. See, this one is broken. Actually has a break up at the top. See, because if you look at it, it's normally very, very weak right up there at the top. I mean, we're talking about this area right in here. It's normally very weak. Very, very thin, very weak. You get a lot of dye wear. See, this is an earlier dye state dye. It's a mid dye state, actually. And you get with a lot of dye wear, where the dye is starting to wear out on you. And the top part of that mint mark actually disappears a lot of times. I don't even know what all's in this. It looks like it's more 1945S than anything else. Could find double die reverse in this, so stay tuned. There's a 48D. That's a struck through grease. Got a struck through grease right there, grease filled die. Another different 48D. This one might be a doubled eyelid. Yep. It's a doubled eyelid. 1948D. It's kind of minor, but it is one. I'll have to pull that out. Pull it off to the side so I can get it photographed and listed. Because I don't think we've listed one before. So that would be a new discovery, boys and girls. How do we like that? How sweet it is. Well, I don't see anything else that we're dealing with here right now, so we just keep moving along. Moving down the stick. Oop, that one's spotted. Big spot. That's a shame, too. It was a pretty nice, colorful coin. Big old wood grain thing going on there. It's got that ugly spot. That kind of blows that one out of the water. Donamac. There's Donamac. I just now looked over at the chat for the first time in a little while. So you can tell I'm not watching everything going on. I'm looking for my die varieties. I'm watching my screen. I'm going to see what I can see. Just keep watching for those doubled eyelids. I got to have them tilted up a certain way, so I'm tipping all these coins up a certain way so I can see the eyelid area. Looks like these are all 48D and 45S, which, I mean, they could be worse, but 48D and 45S is not that bad to have, either one of them. Big old die crack on that one. He got some booger. I didn't say that. Man, my Tourette's all over the place. I don't have Tourette's. There's a 41 plain. No double die. Bummer. All right, let me flip these over. 3, 2, 1. They're flipped over. And here we go. Look at the reverse side and see what we can find on the reverse side of this half of the die. One half of the roll almost accomplished at this point. There's some toning. Got some toning. Oh, my dog is back. He sounds almost like he's growling, but he's actually snoring. He's snoring so happily he sounds like he's growling. That dog makes more different noises when he snores. Wait, what? Well, it looks like we're not really coming up with much of anything on the reverse side of these. But we could. I mean, you never know, right? You just find a random roll of BU coins. I think I paid $20 for these, so it's not going to kill me. Not an RPM. I mean, not a double die. Thought for a moment I might have a double die reverse, but I don't. Oh, my wife is still awake. I can hear her downstairs stomping around on the hardwood floor. She has such a heavy foot when she walks. I'm surprised you guys can't hear her footsteps. Sounds like a ghost. Dum, 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 dum. She's not heavy either. She just walks like a, I don't know, like a Russian soldier. Dum, dum, dum. CPAP for dogs. I'd be the one who'd invent that, I think. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end. I can tell this is a 48D. This one is a 45S. I'm sick. This is a 48D. This is a 45S. Don't believe me? There it is. This one's a 48D. And this one is 41 plain. Damn, how'd you do that? I am one very sick individual. I have spent almost 50 years staring at pennies. That's how I do that. Yeah, it's a mixed roll. This is just a bunch of AU to BU, I guess. Wheat pennies. Came in a mixed roll. Just trying to figure out what to do with them. And I decided this evening I'd get them out and look at them. Figure out what I've got. I actually got a goodie because there's 52 coins in this roll. That works for me. 52. Always better than 50. Especially when not all of them are in, well, the best of condition. Let's get this focused up a little bit. There we go. It's focused in. There's a 45 plain. 1945. There's a 41. And that is machine doubling on there. Nothing else going on here on the obverse. And a 45S again. And a 48D. We're in the same roll. So, yep, there we go. There's a 48D doubled eyelid. There's a second one I have found in this roll. You can see it there. If you look carefully inside the eye, you'll see a second little eyelid sticking out of his eye. I'll take this one and move it over to the side so I can later get it listed. And I still have 50 coins in my roll because I've taken 2 coins out, but I had 2 extras. So how about that? Something new. Something new where I was going to be going with this. And it was not me. Because I rarely know any of what I'm doing until I've already done it. Yeah, these are not the prettiest coins, but yeah, can't expect a whole lot. If I want real pretty coins, I'd go into the vault and grab those. I do still have some gem rolls of stuff I've never been through. Let me get all these tipped up so I can look for eyelids. There's a position. Or Lincoln is got his head tilted back slightly, where I can look for doubled eyelids and still see RPMs and other nice things. Most other positions, you can't see the eyelid because you can't see inside that little crevice area. Oh, what was this? That's a 48D. Another 48D and another 48D. And 2 no doubled eyelids. Well, let's see what else. It's got a 45S here. 45S without an eyelid. No doubling elsewhere. There's another 48D. 2 out, 1 away. And also not an eyelid. 1945S. 1941. 41. Nothing doing. Ooh, this one's kind of dark. It's a 1945 plane. That ought to come out pretty nice. And 45S with a little broken S punch. Actually, that's because of die wear. It's not because of the punch itself. And that is it. That is it. These are on the Chuck stick. They are. I just flipped over the entire group. And now we're going to go through the reverse. Or the reverse. Depending on how you would like to say it. It's all up to you. Oh, looking for doubling on pretty much anything. Extra thickness toward the outside edge of the design. Any doubling in the wheat lines. Looking for any doubling in the middle of the design. This one, slightly weakly struck, which means the E and the P didn't fill in all the way, which makes them kind of almost look like a minor double die, but they're not. But you did. Got a nice little woody thing going on here. It's got to be a 41. And it is. Hoorah! Chucky knows his pennies. Let's see. What was what a die crack? 2 coins back. 2 coins back, Jack. 1, 2. A die crack? I don't know. I don't look for die cracks. I don't really pay that much attention to them because generally a die crack. You talking about that? No, that's a die clash. That's the top of Lincoln's head. It's the top of Lincoln's head right there. In fact, a die clash that strong, I'd almost expect to be able to read some of the "In God We Trust," but I can't. But yeah, so that's the top of his head. Interesting enough. That's our 41 there. And there's a 45S here. Don't believe me? This one right here. There you go. 45S. This is a 48D. This one's a 41. Another 48D. Don't believe me? Right there. 48D. What do you know, boys and girls? Chucky knows his coins. And when I'm looking for double dies and stuff, typically I'm looking just down into the microscope. Right now, I'm using my screen to do this. So it's a little slower the process is a little slower. Plus, I want to give you guys a chance to look at it. I mean, if I did it as fast as I could, what would be the point, right? This is, I'm going to say probably about half of normal speed. About half as fast as I generally go. And I don't often miss stuff. Not when I'm looking in my microscope. And we're almost done with these. So I have to find a different roll. Well, this one wasn't enough. I didn't find anything. Well, a couple of little doubled eyelids, but I mean, seriously, doubled eyelids? They're okay, but this is a feeder finger gouge on the die. Actually scraped up the die, which leaves it raised on the coin. And a 48D and a 41 and a 45S. Don't believe me? There you go. All right. So much for that dog and pony show. I have 2 more coins to look at out of this roll. Not that they're going to produce anything, but I had 52. Now I have 50. Two coins here. I can't read these for Jack because, well, I don't have glasses on, but I think it's a 48D and a 45S. A 48D. Next one should be a 45S. I can't see for nothing. But I can pick them out of here once in a while. I'm okay at it. Okay. That was that for that roll. So I didn't do too bad on that. Whoopsie, I dropped a coin. Let me get these back in the tube real quick. Back in the tube. Let's see. What else do I have that I could go through here? Hang on a second. I'm going to go dig up another roll. What the hell? It's late night and I'm feeling squirrely. How about a BU 1944 D roll? BU 1944 D. Here we go. This was going to be a reveal roll, but we'll just do it like this. See if we have anything in here. So get 2 more coins for the half the roll. Formula 44D. That's right. It's my Porsche 44. All right. Wish us luck. We might actually find something hidden in here that's going to be beautiful and wonderful. Nope. Gotta be able to see the eye. Yeah. On 44D, I don't generally slow down all that much for thick digits in the date, because it's very prolific. There's just a ton of it. .44D, I'm almost as excited to be looking at the reverse as I am the obverse, because there's a couple of really nice double die reverses for 1944D that I really like. And when I say really like, I mean really like. They're like way cool. There's a double die obverse there. Minor Class 6 double die obverse. Let's see if it shows up in Liberty, and it does. You can see that little hooky looking look at the bottom of the eye right there, where you've got that little hook appearance. And it's also concave on the L, concave on the I, concave on the B. And then over here in the date, your 9 is extra thick at the bottom. And your little points on the 4 aren't quite points, they're kind of rounded. That's a Class 6. Class 6 double die. Yeah, there we go. Keep the stick straight up and down, and you'll keep your focus in. So we're going to keep this one. We're going to pull it out. And we're going to move on. Moving right along. Yeah, and we've got nothing there. Coins aren't the brightest in the world. I mean, they're not like extremely fresh. I opened up a roll one time. Half the roll was 67 level coins. I fell out of my chair. Luckily, I didn't have a coin in my hand at the time. That was awesome. Was that a huge hockey stick on the L? Really? I don't know that I remember that. Die. I think I've run into that before. Let me get this cursor out of the way. There we go. The smallest things become superior obstructions, in which you're only trying to function but can't until you move it out of the way. It's the life of a person who has strange compulsions. This one's also one of the minor DDOs, a little bit fat on the tail of the 9. I'm not going to pull them all out of here. No any point in it. I'm not going to keep them. Let's see. I'm only looking for the major stuff. I'm only looking for the stuff that'll turn heads. I'm looking for the stuff that'll make a difference. Some bit of buy. Not going to find anything in this as it appears. In an original roll, I probably would have found a decent RPM or something by now. There's another slightly fat 9. I don't seem to be finding anything in this. There's another one. A little bit of a fat 9. Another one. That's not one. This one is. Another one. Slightly fat 9. Not a big deal. That's very slight. Alright, so stick that one back on the stick, and I'm going to flip them all over and take a look at the reverse and see if there's any nice Class 6 double die reverses here. There could actually be. And then there is a beautiful Class 4 that most people don't know or care about, Caribou, that I look for. It's actually Cherry Picker listed, I think. And a lot of people just miss it altogether. It's over here on the CE of cent, the O of 1. Yep. Which D looked weird? Crappie Tim. Go back to the D. The D is in D mint mark. Did you type that long ago? Hey, Mike White. We'll go back and take a look. Is it the mint mark we're talking about? Well, it is, because there wouldn't be a D on this except the D in United. An obverse mint mark. Okay. I'll go back and I'll take a look at it. It's going to be, what, just a couple from the end? On the other side? On the other side of the coin. And that's the way it was. Yeah, We'll flip him back over here in just a couple of minutes. Well, Walter? Who's Walter? Walter? It reminds me of on Golden Pond. Walter. Man, that was a movie a long time ago. 1979, I think. You know, younger kids have no idea what those old movies were all about. I tell you what, the 1980s was a really good boon for movies. Really good. Chick flicks, dude flicks, all kinds of stuff, man. There's all kinds of good stuff in the 1980s. You got Rain Man. You got, what's that Tom Hanks movie? Forrest Gump. You got, well, there's Clint Eastwood movies. Heartbreak Ridge. There's a lot of good ones in the 80s. Dirty Dancing, Footloose. Ghost, yeah. There you go. Remember why Howard Cosell got fired? I thought he retired. All right. Crappie Tim, let's go back and dig. Back through. From the backside forward. Stop me when you see it. There's a 1944D. There's another 44D. There's another one. We see it yet, Crappie Tim? We're going to number these, okay? You tell me when to stop or when to go back to. This is number 1. Number 2. That's number 3. There's number 4. Number 3. Number 3. This one. Okay, and we're looking at what? That fuzz on the over here? This stuff? That's just late dye state. That's all that is. That's dye wear. If I flip it over the other way around, you won't even see that stuff. Nothing to it, monsieur. Just a D-mint mark. It is a slight, very slight, I'm going to say very slight, Class 6 double die, I do believe. Very slight. And a little hit on the bottom. of the D? Perhaps. Okay. Well, there is that. Cute little 44Ds. Turns out that it's a decent roll. Not a bad roll. Just no varieties. I'll eventually use these because I'm getting ready to start to expand my product line of year sets. Right now all I have is 53 through 56. I'm getting ready to go back in the years into the 40s. And I'll need BU examples of different years. The 44D will have to be one of them, of course, because I'll have 44 PDS sets available in BU. Yeah, they're going to be probably around 10 or 12 bucks or something like that. Maybe 15, I don't know. Depends on how they price out. Can't tell you right now because I don't have a calculator in front of me and don't exactly remember what I paid for this roll at this moment. Let's see. Let me get this stupid cursor out of the way again. There we go. Get the cursor out of the way. Let me get the coins a little bit better lit. There we go. Now, go back to the beginning. Okay, not there. Not there. What is going on with my focus? Let my people go. There we go. A little bit better. You taking off, Coin Dragon? You have yourself a good night. And all those other wonderful things. I'm going to be done here pretty soon, too. Let's see. Get on through all of these here. And then I'll be done for the night. We'll have 4 reveals and 2 roll digs all in one day. I call that a pretty good day. Now, I want y'all, next time you go through another roll of pennies, remember this little lesson that you got. Build yourself these sticks so you can run it under your scope, 25 coins at a time. I'm telling you, once you get to know what you're looking at, it goes a lot faster than handling them coins one by one. You handle them less too, because these are just sitting on a stick and I'm just sliding it under. This is the life right here. Going through a roll this fast. On the reverses, once I flip this over, I'm going to pick it up to normal speed. And you'll get to see what I do at normal speed. That's the obverse for you. Flip these over real quick. Dude, there's a huge spot on that one. Boom. That kind of stuff just sits out at you. It's like, there it is. Big as you please. Or like what they'd say over in Oklahoma, bigger than Dallas. It's coming up here. Just a few more coins and you'll see it. It's on the lower half of the design. It's impossible to miss. Couple more. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bam! Wow, that's ugly. That there coin fell out the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. Oh, boy. It has been a long day. You guys want to guess what time I got up this morning? And I've been up ever since. Actually, no, I haven't. I did take an hour nap earlier this afternoon. So I took a nap for an hour, 1 hour. But what time did I get up this morning? What time do you guys think I got up this morning? Nope, 5 o'clock is wrong. Nope, 6 o'clock is wrong. Nope, 4:30 is wrong. I was real quiet when I got up. I got out of bed at 3:30 this morning. Don't ask me why, I can't tell you. But I dragged my bones out of bed at 3:30, and I did not go back to sleep. About 7 o'clock, I realized I was still awake, and it was light outside. I'm like, what did you do that for? Oh, yeah, now I remember. I went to bed at 9:30 last night. 9:30? Who goes to bed at 9:30? That's it, boys and girls. That's the end of that roll. That wasn't the most tasty roll I've been through. But, hey, it was a roll nonetheless, right? I didn't eat anything, JC. In fact, I got up. I didn't even make coffee. I didn't have coffee until it was like 7:30. And by 9 o'clock, I was actually feeling a little woozy because I hadn't eaten anything yet. And then I was going to start doing reveals, but wife pulled me away. Likely story, right? Yeah, wife pulled me away. We went to, where did we go? We went to Cabela's. Yeah, went to Cabela's. For dog toys. Yeah. I never knew anybody went to an outdoor store to buy dog toys. But we did. She spent like $9 on this goofy looking little toy for the dog to play with. She got it home. He had it totally torn up within 3 minutes. So, yeah. Not good. But it's okay. She learned her lesson. You want to get a toy that the dog can't chew up, order it from Chewy's or get it from PetSmart. Don't go to an outdoor store to buy a dog toy. Those are for looks. They don't work when you have a dog that has about 25 pounds per square inch bite force. Coffee? Coffee? What coffee? Coffee. Coffee, coffee? Now, once in a while, just to make fun of it, I say coffee. Or coffee? Y'all making fun of me? Y'all making fun of me? I ought to snap you solid stick off. What's up with that? Making fun of me. Yeah, my dog eats real footballs too. I can't keep a football around him. Yeah, now Time Traveler's making coffee. There you go. The power of suggestion. All right, boys and girls. I think it's going to be time for me to take off. I think I probably need to go get a little bit of rest or something. Maybe a stiff drink. I don't know. But I'm going to get the schedule out tomorrow for the month of September. We have one more week to go in the month of August. I'll be selling the new reveals on Tuesday. And then during this week, I will be taking subscription requests for the month of September. $100 one spot, 202 spots, 303 spots. That's for the entire month, every reveal, except the special reveals. And you'll see what every reveal means because I'll have a schedule. There'll be a schedule that'll show you every single reveal that you're going to have inclusion in if you buy the spots on subscription. There's not really a whole lot of a discount in the price. The difference really is more in that you get to have that guarantee that you're in every one of the reveals. That's the whole thing. You're not going to get timed out of them because everybody else got in faster than you did. So I subscribe 30 spots out, and then there are 20 spots that remain for sale for the people who want to buy them onesie twosie. That's all I've got for tonight. I do appreciate it. I enjoy spending time with you folks. And I think that's all for the night. Peace out. Love and peace to all.